When your kid goes from throwing a fit every time you try to get him to read to burying himself in a stack of books, primarily because of a spelling curriculum, you know you have to do a video about it. Hey everyone, Kate again, making what is only my second homeschool video. I previously did one about the Math UC curriculum because our family was seeing such dramatic results with our son using that curriculum. I'll link that video down in the description box. And I promised in that video that I would follow up and do a spelling video on the spelling UC curriculum, and that is exactly what I'm going to do today. The quick recap is this. We are a brand new homeschooling family. We started homeschooling as requested by my son because he was enjoying it and thriving so much during the pandemic. And so one of the areas that we were really struggling was in spelling and in writing and in reading. When I fell in love with the Math UC curriculum and saw how logically it was moving my son through foundational parts of math, I really wanted to check out their spelling curriculum. So I circled back, purchased Spelling UC, and we have been doing it for about 10 weeks now, and the results have been incredible. I did not anticipate how much spelling curriculum would impact his reading, which I probably should have thought about, but it has really phonetically enabled him to pronounce the words that he's trying to read.
Yes, it was a big jump. But you did not fly. I will try again. I will eat lunch. Goodbye.
The frustration level that I was seeing previously with him, where he truly would throw a fit and need to step away completely from the reading that we were trying to do, now he has very quickly developed a confidence that is allowing him to stay put and to continue trying to sound out the words. And what's most important, and what is thrilling my mama heart, enjoy reading. He is seeking out books now, particularly our brand new collection. We got the entire collection of the Elephant and Piggy books, which are just funny. They are creative. There's always some sort of plot twist. They're short enough that it keeps his attention span, but he is really feeling accomplished as he's reading those and flying through those. And I know it's just building that confidence and that foundation that he needs to continue in his reading journey. But all of that has been dramatically impacted by the Spelling UC curriculum. So I want to go through it with you really quickly to show you what seems to be working really well for us. The first thing is that you receive an instructor's handbook, and the idea here is that you're spending no more than 10 minutes a day on spelling, which is perfect. The instructor's manual has super helpful information that really explains the developmental stages of spelling, and it also has everything that you need from the answer keys to the spelling words that you're going to be working on, and just the overviews of what you're studying and learning and teaching during that lesson. So that's the first thing that comes with the entire kit. Then the Jack and Jill, so we are on B. There are multiple levels within the Spelling UC curriculum. Comes with 2 student workbooks. So this is part 1, this is part 2. And each day there are 2 pages that he is working on in this workbook during the 10 minutes of spelling that we do. Within each lesson, he has very clear instructions. He's focusing on nursery rhymes, which have been really fun. He never took interest in them before. Now he's clapping them out. He is learning his syllables, and he's reciting them all times of day and night to us and to our family and friends. It has become fun for him. When we have a new nursery rhyme for that week, he will go ahead and flip through all the pictures because he wants to see what's happening within that little rhyme or that story. So he'll go all the way through to check it out. There are 3 instructions for the student each day. The first is to read the rhyme with the student and say it together and clap in rhythm. So he is practicing his reading. He's also working on his syllables and clapping in rhythm. The second thing is that he is reading it together slowly and pointing to each word as he reads. One of the things that is brilliant, and I'm sure intentional with this curriculum, is that that because these nursery rhymes are catchy and easy to remember, he is being given confidence as he's reading and pointing to the word, because he's also recalling it from the practice and from the familiarity of that nursery rhyme. I just am seeing this phenomenal change in him in terms of his confidence, even how he sits as we're reading, because he knows that he can do it. The third thing for that day, for that instruction, often involves searching for something within that nursery rhyme. So it might be vowels, it might be certain endings, it might be consonant or vowel chunks, it might be capital letters, it might be punctuation. Then he's doing some copy work. What I want to emphasize, these Crayola erasable color pencils, my kid is a sensory kiddo and he has had a really hard time with pencils and holding pencils. And initially when I got these and I felt the resistance and sort of the friction with writing, I was hesitant, and he really did not like them because his hands weren't strong enough to use them. But I thought, let's stick with it and see if this changes him developmentally and his ability to write. What I have found is it has strengthened his hands. So this has been really good. If I can encourage you to challenge your kiddo to stick with it, I've found that his handwriting is neater as we've progressed, and his hands are getting stronger, and it's not a problem anymore. After he does his copy work, the last part for the day is section 2, and that is a spelling section. And so I will give him the spelling word, and it started out really easy initially with 3-letter words, and the vowel would be given for him, and he was filling in the blank and sounding out the sounds. And very early on in this workbook, they started with tracing and writing the letters and saying the sounds, which is so brilliant, saying the sounds as he was tracing them and writing them, so that it would prepare him for what was coming with some of the spelling challenges that he would be getting. So after several weeks of that, we moved away from tracing the sounds and saying the sounds to full-blown pages of 3-letter word writing, where he is sounding out each letter, and the vowels are no longer given. He's doing the vowels himself and doing the entire word. And now we have progressed to 4-letter words with no help at all with the vowels, and it's a mixture of vowels. So he is spelling 4-letter words with consonant chunks and all different vowels, and I will tell you that never would I have imagined that he would have progressed so quickly. And it is again building his confidence in terms of hearing a word, sounding it out, and getting it correct. At this point, he's getting every single word correct on the entire page, 16 out of 16 every time, and that has been so encouraging for him. As I mentioned in my Math UC video, I don't have experience as a homeschool mama. I am brand new to this, and one of the things that I love about Math UC and Spelling UC is that it really helps me understand why I'm doing what I'm doing, and gives me confidence that I am using good educational theory to teach my child. And while I know that there are a lot of amazing homeschool mamas who really can pull this kind of stuff together on their own and create these kinds of lessons, that's not me. And so having it all explained for me and spelled out for me and planned for me is super helpful. We can just grab this and go, and I'm seeing such an impact in his learning, because it's based on solid educational theory. I feel like Spelling UC gives me the know-how that I don't have myself. I'm gonna wrap up by saying this is not a sponsored video. I am sharing this because I am brand new to homeschooling. I did not know a year ago what the heck I was doing. Now I still don't know what I'm doing, but I feel like I'm hitting my stride in not knowing what I'm doing. And everything that I am choosing is based off of following my child's lead and seeing him respond and be excited about using this curriculum. And he is picking up books and reading them. I cannot emphasize to you how much of a struggle that has been for us. It's been a fight, and he is doing that now on his own with those Elephant and Piggy books. Primarily, I mean, the correlation between when we started this curriculum and seeing how he has thrived in his spelling and how it is carrying over into his reading I can't emphasize it enough. It has been the biggest breakthrough that we've experienced so far in our homeschooling journey. So we love this curriculum, and it might be something that is a fit for you and for your child or your children. If you use this curriculum or have anything that you can add in terms of tips or tricks, I would love to hear it down in the comments below. I love seeing what other people are doing and what they're learning, because I still have a lot to learn myself. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I would love to have you subscribe so that you could be notified of new videos that we do as they come out, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.